Hello students, I hope you are clear with the rules of active and passive voice related to the 12 tenses that we have done earlier. In this session, we are going to do with the rules of active and passive voice, that is, how active voice sentences are changed into passive voice sentences when our sentence are imperative sentence or when our sentences are interrogative sentences. To begin with, we are beginning active and passive voice for imperative sentences. Before I start with the rules how the imperative sentences are changed into passive voice, let us quickly learn what are imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are the sentences which give you some order or some advice, or it can also be some request. It can also be some command given by someone to someone else. For order, I can say you go out, get out. For advice, it can be work hard. For request, it can be help me or please help me. For command, it can be get me a glass of water or it can be march fast. All these kinds of sentences are called as imperative sentence. How do we change imperative sentences into passive voice? There's a very famous formula or a very common and a very easy formula for imperative sentences. It is let plus object plus V3. This is the formula for let plus object plus be plus V3. This is the formula for imperative sentence when it is changed into passive voice. To begin with, let me give you an example. Help me. If this is a request of imperative sentence, the passive voice will be let me be helped. Here we have this me was the object over here and this has changed into subject, but since there was no other subject in the sentence, we have already written object as object in the formula. But actually the object here is the subject in the passive voice. Help me, let me be helped. I can add an additional by over there, that is optional. You can do it or you can omit. If I say let me be helped by you or by him, both are correct. Even if I omit this part, that is correct, because since who is going to help me is not mentioned here, so even if I don't mention it there, it is correct. Now let's see the other example. Keep it here. Let, what will be the passive voice for it? Let it be kept here. Wasn't it so simple? Please sit down. Now again, this is a request sentence. It can be changed in two ways when it comes to passive voice. Firstly, please sit down can be written at you are requested to sit down. Why I have added this word you? It is assumed that someone is asking someone to sit down. There was no other sentence, no other subject over here. So in this case, we can add a subject you over here. Please sit down में हमारा sentence बन जाएगा. You are requested to sit down. Now suppose if I am making a sentence, please help me. What can be the possible? Let me be helped. By you can be optional. Or the other way can be this. You are requested to help me. This can also be a possible answer for you. Now, these were all imperative sentence. I will tell you some more examples. Do not touch it. What will be the passive voice for this? Can you think about it? Let it not be touched. Wasn't it so simple? Yes, it is simple. There can be another form of passive voice in the same way. You are warned not to touch it. This is also an example of passive voice. You can make it in the let form, or you can also make it in the you form by adding a subject of your own. You can copy these examples, and I will give you some more examples related to this imperative sentences. Students, just copy it down. Okay. Now what happen if there is a sentence beginning with let in active voice? If there is a sentence which is already beginning with let in active voice, what do you do in the passive voice? The let remains let in the passive voice itself, but the subject and object are interchanged as per the tense rule. For example, let me teach the students. Now, this is the sentence of active voice. How do we change it into passive voice? Let remains the same. Let the students. As I told you, we use the word be. Formula जो थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था, उसमें I had written the word be. Let the students be. The V3 form taught by me. Let me teach the students becomes let the students be taught by me. Let's take another example. Let them do their work. The passive voice will be let their work be. What will be the third form of the word do? Done. Let their work be done by. Them remains the same. Them remains them only. Let their work be done by them. So did you see? यहाँ पे me जो था वो me ही रहा, them जो था वो them ही रहा. So this is how these are the two sentences by let which do not change the let in case of passive form. Yes, the subject and the object possession gets changed. Let's take some more example. THROW, throw the ball. Now this is an example, throw the ball. You think what can be the possible answer over here? Throw the ball, and then we can take another example, take it home. The other example is take it home. What will be the passive voice for this? Throw the ball का होगा let the ball be thrown. Take it home का क्या होगा? Let it be taken home. Wasn't it so simple? It is so simple, students. Just copy down these examples, or you can even take the screenshot of these sentences. All these sentences are the sentences of imperative sentences and how we have changed it into passive voice. This was active and this is passive. Again this is active, this is passive, this is active and this is passive. This is active and this is passive. So you can see this is how I have changed the active sentences into passive. Just copy down. After this we are going to study some special rules of active and passive voice in imperative sentences. Okay. The first special rule is when your subject is someone. What is the word? Someone. Nobody. One. Police. People. Or judge. If either of these words is written in the subject position, you can omit them when they come in object position. Why? Because many a time all of them are quite obvious. Let me give you some example. Someone has beaten me. Okay, what will be the example for someone has beaten me? What will be the example for answer for someone has beaten me? I have been beaten. Now what normally do? We add the word by someone. Now this by someone can be omitted. Let's take another example. The police inquired into the case. The police inquired into the case. The answer will be the case was inquired into. Now again I can stop the sentence over here and this word by the police can be omitted. So did you understand these words? When the subject is someone, when the subject is police or people, judge, nobody or someone, you can omit it when they come into the object possession. Now coming to the second special rule. Okay, the second special rule is we always use the word at when the expression means when your sentence is, we use at with the expressions that are. What kind of sentences are there with at? Surprising, when a sentence is there which is surprising you, which is alarming you. Another kind of sentence which is shocking you. Or another kind of sentence which is disappointing you. With all these four kinds of sentences, we use the expression at. Okay, let's take the example. Let's take the example. Your performance has disappointed me. Now, this is your sentence of active voice. Your performance has disappointed me. What will be the passive voice of this sentence? It is very clear. I. अब यहाँ पे has था, have आ जाएगा. I have been disappointed at your performance. Now can you make out? I have been disappointed at. See, because the sentence was about disappointment, so here I have used the word at, not by your performance. Now I'll give you another example for the same kind of sentence. Another example for the same kind of sentence is, his condition alarmed me. Now again, what kind of a sentence is this? This is an alarming sentence. And what will be the passive voice of this sentence is? It will be I. Since it was past tense, the same tense rule will be applied. I was alarmed at his condition. So did you see? When we have expressions that are surprising, alarming, shocking or disappointing, we use the word at with it in the end instead of the word by. Now there is third kind of specific rule with imperative sentences. What is the third rule here? We always use the word to. Always use the word to after the word known or obliged. After the word obliged. For example, I know him. What will be the passive voice of this sentence? The passive voice will be, he is known by me नहीं होगा. He is known to me. So, this is how you use the word to in the passive voice when we have these two words, known and obliged. Okay, so this is how we use this last rule. We also use the word with. Now there is a specific condition when we use the word with. The word with is used with the words like pleased, satisfied. These are the two words. Disgusted. Disgusted is another word. Impressed and annoyed. With these words, you always use the word with and not by. For example, your honesty has pleased me. What will be the word passive voice for this? I have been. ये has के बदले have been हो गया यहाँ पे. I have been pleased. अब pleased के बाद में by और honesty नहीं आएगा. You will use the word with. I have been pleased with your honesty. This is the specific rule. Yeah, these four are some specific rules which you need to remember when you are changing a specific kind of imperative sentence into active voice imperative sentence into passive voice imperative sentence. Okay, now we are going to study the rules of active and passive voice for interrogative sentence. As we all know, what are interrogative sentence? Any kind of sentence that asks a question from us are known as interrogative sentence. But it is not necessary that all interrogative starts with W words like what, when, where, how. No, helping verbs are also used to make interrogative sentences. So there are different kinds of rule when our interrogative sentences start with different kind of helping verbs. When we have a sentence, when we have an interrogative sentence starting from do, does or did, then what do? When we have a sentence starting with do, does or did, in passive voice we use is, am, are in case of present tense, was and were in case of past tense as per the subject. As per the subject means if your subject is singular, we use singular helping verb. If your subject is plural, we use plural helping verb. Now, let's see the example for this. My sentence is, does he help you? Now, this will become, now can you see here the subject is he and the object is you. In passive voice, object becomes the subject. Now, since you is singular or plural, can we make out? You comes in the plural group. And since what are the members of plural subject group? I told you in my previous video. I, you, we, they and plurals. All they come in one group and they all take plural verb. Since you is considered as plural group, we will take the helping verb are with it. And the answer will be are. You. What will be the next word? V3 form of help. Are you helped by, and he will become him over here. This is how you changed an interrogative sentence of active voice into passive voice with the helping verb does. Now let's see another example which is beginning with did. Did he do his work? Now did is a past tense helping verb and his work is a singular object. With singular object, what do we use? Was. Now his work remains his. Was his work. अब do का third form क्या होता है हमारा? Done. Was his work done by him? Now this is the passive voice of this active voice sentence. So this is very clear. When we have a sentence beginning with do, does or did, we use these helping verb as per the subject. Are is used because my subject was you. Was is used because I was having a singular subject which is work. This rule is clear. Now there is another rule. When you have sentences which automatically start with any of these helping verb, the helping verb is, am, are, was or were. Then what do we do in the passive voice? We add the word being, B-E-I-N-G, being in passive voice. For example, are you doing this work? Can you make the answer for this? Are you doing this work? How will we do this? अब हम इसको कैसे करेंगे? This work हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट है, हम इसको पहले ले लेंगे और ये क्योंकि सिंगुलर है, what are we going to use? Instead of are हम लगाएंगे is. Is this work? अब क्या ऐड करेंगे हम? Being. Is this work being. What will be the third form of the word doing? Done. Is this work being done by you? This is how we make is this work being done by you will be the passive voice of this sentence. Now let's see another example. Was she reading a novel? What will be the passive voice of this since it is a past tense sentence? Was a novel being read by, she becomes her in this case. This is how we change an active voice sentence into passive voice when they are beginning with helping verb. To remember, there is also a trick that when a sentence begins with helping verb of be forms. What are the be forms of helping verb? Is, am, are, was, were. The helping verb of be form remains the same in the passive voice as per the subject. What only changes is you have to add the word being in the sentence. Let's move with the rules which are further. Okay. Coming to some more rules of active and passive voice for interrogative sentence. The third rule is when you have an interrogative sentence that begin with the helping verb have, has or had, we always use the word been after the subject. How do we add? You just need to remember what is added over here. The word been is always added in the interrogative sentence when it begins with the helping verb have, has and had. Let's see the example. Has he helped you? Now the helping verb have, has and had remains the same. As we already know कि have और has ये हमारे present tense के helping verb है and had हमारा helping verb है कौन से tense का? Past tense का. We only change have and has as per the subject when we are making a sentence of present tense. But when we have a sentence of past tense and it has a helping verb had in it, had never changes with the subject. Whether a subject is singular or the subject is plural, we always use had with it. लेकिन present tense में has लगता है singular subject के साथ में और have लगता है plural subject के साथ में. So this is a present tense sentence where the sentence is has he helped you. What are you going to make the passive form of this? अब हमारा you है तो has तो नहीं रहेगा, उसके साथ क्या बन जाएगा? Have. Have you. Now we have to add the word been. Have you been helped is the third form word. Have you been helped? अब he का क्या हो जाएगा? Him. Have you been helped by him? This will be the passive form of a sentence beginning with have, has. Now let's solve this. Had he finished the work? Since it is a past tense verb, यहाँ पे ये change नहीं होगा. It will remain the same. Had will remain same. अब बनेगा had the work. अब हमें इसमें क्या ऐड करना है? The word been. Had the work been finished by him. So this is how we change this sentence into passive voice. So this rule is very clear to use. We use the word been in the sentence beginning with have, has and had. Coming to another rule which is again a very simple rule which you just need to memorize it. The sentence will automatically come to you. In the sentences with, will, shall, can and should, we always use the word be with it. Now these are the future tense word and can and should are the two modals. When we have will, shall, can and should in a sentence, we always use the word be after the subject. Subject भी कौन सा? जो पहले object था वो passive voice में आके क्या बन जाता है? Subject. Let's see the example for it. Can he do this work? Now this sentence can be very easy. Can हमारा can वैसे ही रहेगा can. अब ये हमारा क्या था यहाँ पे? ऑब्जेक्ट था जो कि अब बन जाएगा हमारा सब्जेक्ट. Can this work? अब what should we add here? Be. Can this work be? अब इस do का थर्ड फॉर्म क्या होगा? Done. Can this work be done? और ही हमारा काय में चेंज हो जाएगा? By him. Wasn't it so simple? Similarly, will you teach me? अब ये फिर से will I be. me यहाँ पे जब आ जाता है, me जो कि हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट था, वो जब सब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा, it changes into I. will I be. teach का थर्ड फॉर्म हो जाएगा taught. Will I be taught by you? Wasn't it so simple? And now coming to the last rule of interrogative sentence. When an interrogative sentence starts with WH word like why, when, or even the word how, the WH word remains the same in the sentence as it is. The remaining sentence change as per the rule of tense. What we have studied in the normal active passive sentence, what the change is for simple present, that will be the change for simple present. If the sentence is in simple past tense, it will apply the rule of simple past tense for the interrogative sentence beginning with WH word. So here what have I written? In sentences with why, when and how, question words remains the same. Only the sentence is changed as per the tense. As per the tense मतलब जिस टेंस का सेंटेंस है उस टेंस को जैसे पैसिव वॉइस में बनाया जाता है वैसे ही हम उसको बनाएंगे. और ये हम कुछ देर पहले अपने पिछले लेक्चर में पढ़ चुके हैं. हाउ वी चेंज अ टेंस इनटू द पैसिव वॉइस. नाउ लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल. व्हेन डिड यू डू दिस वर्क? नाउ फर्स्ट WH वर्ड when से चालू हुआ है, ये तो वैसे के वैसे रहेगा. बट फर्स्ट यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज द टेंस ऑफ दिस सेंटेंस. ये जो वर्ड डिड है इससे आपको मालूम पड़ रहा है कि इट इज अ सेंटेंस ऑफ पास्ट टेंस. नाउ हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू से चेंज दिस वर्ड? यू आर गोइंग टू चेंज इट अकॉर्डिंग टू द पास्ट टेंस. अब ये सेंटेंस हमारा बनेगा when. अब ये दिस वर्क जो कि हमारा यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट था ये बन जाएगा सब्जेक्ट when. और ये क्योंकि सिंगुलर है तो पास्ट टेंस में हमारा लगेगा was. when was this work? did do का बन जाएगा done. when was this work done by you? ये जो did है ये हमारा सेंटेंस में नहीं लगेगा. wasn't it so simple? who has done this work? again who बन जाता है हमारा by whom. by whom was this work done? Now again this is so simple. by whom. okay sorry, has यहाँ सेंटेंस था तो हम has को was नहीं करेंगे. there is a bit mistake over here. by whom has this work, क्योंकि ये हमारा परफेक्ट टेंस का सेंटेंस है तो हैज़ के साथ हमको बीन भी लगाना पड़ेगा. by whom has this work been done? I just missed the tense, therefore I forgot the word has and been. अब यहाँ पे हमको by whom has this work been done? I hope this example was very clear to you. Who has done this work? By whom has this work been done? When did you do this work? When was this work done by you? This is how we change all the interrogative sentences of active voice into passive voice. I hope you all are clear with the change of active voice into passive voice of all the tenses as well as of imperative sentences and interrogative sentences. We shall meet with another topic in our next video. Till then, bye and stay safe.